programa de hoje aqui direto da Brasil Game Show 2017 para falar de coisas que vocês pedem muito mesmo, e que é algo que a gente também quer muito falar, que são as novidades da Microsoft. O que tá chegando para Xbox? Vamos conversar sobre isso. Eu quero muito jogar Sea of Thieves, quero muito saber de jogos indie. Então fica calmo aí que hoje é o dia. A gente está aqui agora na Microsoft para falar sobre jogos indie, que é impossível não amar. Nova febre da galera, muita gente querendo ser desenvolvedor, e esse mercado está crescendo bastante aqui na América Latina, e é justamente sobre isso que a gente vai conversar. So every now and then there comes a game that changes everything, and I think Cuphead might be one of those. What do you think? You think it set the bar for other indie games to come?
Totally. I'm a big fan of the game. I'm playing the game right now, and I've been having a lot of fun. It makes me, reminds me a little bit when I was in high school, playing those games that were challenging, but also...
Have you been dying a lot?
Yes, yes. But that's part of the fun. So definitely I think the bar is set differently with Cuphead. But more than that, I think it's been an inspiration for many developers, because when you look at what they've done, is they've done something that no one else have done before. A small team of developers creating a very cool concept from an art perspective, really nice soundtrack, and obviously a game that is fun and engaging. So definitely looking forward to see more games like that, and I'm really excited that it's been an inspiration already for many developers in Latin America, because when you look at the developer community in Latin America, that's what we have. We have a lot of art, a lot of passion. So why not? Maybe the next Cuphead comes from Latin America, right?
Way back we had most games come from Japan, Asia, and then United States started developing a lot of games, then Europe, and now with the indie gaming market, other places like Latin America have got the chance to shine, and I think our people really deserve this. But is there a specific trend that the indie developers around here, around Latin America, have right now? Are they developing more story-based games, or maybe more platforms? What do you see as a trend around here? Do we use a lot of our culture?
A little bit of everything. I think the region is going through a very interesting transition to a place where actually it's going to put it in the map of game development. And part of that is now the access to technology, to platforms, is different than a few years back.
So much more common.
So even the small teams have amazing tools that just 5-10 years ago were unthinkable. We at ID at Xbox have a program that is designed to help indie developers of any size publish their creations on Xbox One and Windows. So we're very excited to see many teams, many studios in the region already part of the program and showing really nice creations.
It's baby steps, right? We have to start developing games, and then they will eventually get better and prettier and awesomer, I guess. But if you were to develop an indie game based on the culture of Latin America, what would you do?
I think there are different ways you can approach that. I've seen games that are very into the culture of a particular country. I've seen a few of those, which is great. But I've seen other games that have that element, but also the universal appeal of the game itself. Because at the end of the day, what you want in a game is that it's fun to play with you or with your friends. So if you combine all those factors, I think you have the formula to have a game that is going to have very good reception in the market. And when you think about elements of a game, whether it's art or the soundtrack or the music, and you combine everything, I think that's when the magic happens. So we are at ID at Xbox are very happy because so far we have more than 600 games published through ID at Xbox, with almost $500 million in revenue. So this is great for the ecosystem, for the developers themselves, and the momentum keeps in the right direction, I think. I mean, Brazil has been growing great, and we have a lot of development happening in Latin America.
Do you think there are more women coming to this industry and trying to develop indie games and getting into video games and this new form of art and everything?
I think so, because it's part of what we were talking about earlier. When the entry to game development is easier or with less barriers than before, that also expands the development.
But do you see a lot of girls developing games?
Yes, and I'm very happy with that because it's growing. I wish I could see more, even more, in Latin America.
More girls.
Absolutely, because that also brings a lot of diversity into games, right?
It changes everything.
Completely.
Even the narrative is completely different, right?
Yes.
So Xbox is trying its best. Microsoft is trying its best to support indie developers. What are your plans for the future?
We'll continue supporting indie development. It's a long-term commitment that we have with indies, and the feedback has been great. I mean, we fine-tuned the program to the point that now we're adding even more elements, like for example Mixer that we announced a few months ago. It's available for ID developers or Xbox Live. When you combine more developers, more types of games are fun for everyone to play. It's as I was saying, it's a formula to have really nice innovation in the industry, which I think is going to be great. That's why I'm very excited about what's to come, what's the future, and definitely I see a lot of potential in Latin America, in Brazil.
Então vocês estão vendo aí, o Brasil tem sim o seu espaço, a América Latina tem sim o seu espaço, e cada vez mais meninas, cada vez mais gente daqui vai produzir jogos independentes sensacionais. E a gente tá aqui só no aguardo pra jogar mesmo, porque jogos indie são amor. Então a gente tá aqui agora pra falar sobre Sea of Thieves, que é um dos maiores lançamentos, uma das coisas que mais gente tá querendo jogar. O jogo parece super divertido e é aquela coisa, né, pra você sentar com os amigos e gritar, enlouquecer, alguém tá fazendo uma coisa errada, todo mundo tem que prestar atenção, uma bagunça, mas é disso mesmo que a gente gosta. So, we as a society are going through a bit of a back to the 90s phase.
Right.
And I guess there's nothing more 90s than local co-op, couch co-op. How did you guys decide to go with that for the game, to focus so much on that?
Yeah, I think Sea of Thieves is definitely more online co-op than couch co-op.
Okay.
Although it's a game that's as much fun to watch as it is to play. I mean, we've been watching people play here. It's the first time we've taken the game to Brazil. The reaction's been great, and just this notion of a game where you can go on adventures with your friends together, and where the online part comes in is like what makes Sea of Thieves magic is you and your friends as a pirate crew gone on these fantastic adventures, but then when you see another ship, you know that's another crew of players going on their own adventures, and then how are you going to respond, how are you going to interact? That's the real magic of the game.
Sometimes when going online, most people play with strangers, and I think it's okay to play with strangers, but when you were thinking about the game and developing the game, did you, I don't know, did you plan it for people to play more with friends, with close friends? Because there's a lot of shouting and going crazy and you did that wrong, why did you do that? How did that happen?
Yeah, I mean, what we found really early in development, even in our early prototypes, is if you play with people you know, the game rocks. Yeah. Like, because ultimately you're comfortable with people you know, and you're happy to shout at them if they crash the ship or they don't load the cannons quick enough. Or
blaming people is always fun.
That's it, and you know that's fun. And really, our design goals are like, how can we basically get a group of perfect strangers to really have a shared goal, which is go on this adventure, find treasure. Like, a lot of the game design really is designed to really motivate that. So when you are selecting a voyage, you all put your voyage down on the voyage table. Then as a crew, you pick what voyage you're going to go on. You then go and get that treasure. You've got to look after it and protect it until you get it back to an outpost. Only then, when you cash it in, do the rewards get shared. So everything's really motivated around doing things together, achieving together. And the most powerful thing for me as a game creator is we've had people in our forums and people that have been playing Sea of Thieves in our technical alpha come and tell us that they've met people online and made friends in our game, and that is absolutely amazing. And for us as Rare, you know, we're just trying to remove whatever barriers we can have so people can play together. So that's why cross-play is really important. So it doesn't matter if you're playing on a high-end gaming rig or a, you know, like a sort of gaming laptop, or you know, whether you're playing on Xbox One S or Xbox One X. Like, we want you to play together. There's no, like, it's not a mode, it's not a segregated set of things to do. Like, you're playing Sea of Thieves with everyone else that's playing Sea of Thieves, and that means your crew could be you and someone playing on a PC and 2 people on Xbox, or you could meet a crew in the world that are all PC players or all console players. And we just love that, playing without boundaries and just allowing people to play together.
Every kid has, at some point, the dream of being a pirate.
Right.
Because it sounds, I don't know, so fun and at the same time dangerous and weird, and you don't have to shower and everything, so, you know, win-win. Do you think that going with a pirate theme game brings back the child from within the players?
Yeah, I think it allows us to have fun.
Yeah.
And for me, like, games are about fun, and watching people play here at Brazil, or even when I play Sea of Thieves, and I've played hundreds of hours of Sea of Thieves as we've been making it, like, there's still bits of the game that just, like, I just grin ear to ear, like when you're firing yourself out of a cannon, or when you, like, your ship's sinking, or, like, there's just all these moments where you just, like, have a great time playing, and I think pirates allow you the freedom to do that.
Yeah, did you want to be a pirate? Come on.
I think everyone's a different type of pirate. I'm definitely the, like, you see everything from players that just want to socialise and drink and play music and have fun. Like, I'm more of the kind of helper pirate, which is like, hey, come on my crew, I'll help you guys get treasure, we'll do things together. I'm a like, let's do things together consensus builder. Other pirates are just damn right rude and they want to sink other ships, but pirates lets you have that whole spectrum. But Rare Pirates is really about, it's about having fun, and it's not, you know, it's not super dark, you know, pirates that are in black sails, but it's also not super kiddie pirates like kids.
Yeah, it isn't.
It's that sort of middle ground where it's like,
exactly.
Hey, drinking and fighting and having fun and playing music and going on adventures, but we're not dark and like, we're trying to really toe that line, which is like, it's fun, and if you're a kid, it's probably a little bit edgy, but if you're an adult, it's kind of fun enough that takes you back to being playful.
Yeah. Well, the game looks amazing. It looks so much fun. I can't wait to play with my friends, and I'm gonna sink some ships.
Pick it up, and it's my birthday. Now some of you think that your beer is just fine. Hey, some who prefer the juice of the vine.
Isso foi só um pouquinho do que a Microsoft trouxe aqui pra feira esse ano. Claro que ainda tem muito mais coisa, inclusive o Xbox One X, que é essa máquina super poderosa. Mas pode ficar tranquilo que a gente ainda vai voltar a falar aqui, sim, principalmente do Xbox One X. Com certeza a gente vai comentar sobre ele mais no Uplay. Mas hoje a gente vai ficando por aqui. Não esquece de ir nas nossas redes sociais, comentar tudo que você está curtindo dessa cobertura toda. E também no nosso canal do YouTube, assina o canal, aperta o sininho e comenta coisas legais, porque eu gosto quando as pessoas comentam coisas legais, tá? Então beijo e até depois.